Welcome back to my backyard snack yard. We're out here getting things ready for winter. It's actually a really nice, quite warm day here in the end of October, the last weekend in October. And I have my two big compost bins here that I have been filling and filling and filling so that I can now just spread. So hopefully now I have some really great compost that I can just feed all the beds with, get them all set and ready to stay warm and have lots of new nutrients in there. So let's open it up for the first time and see how it looks in there. These bins are really clever because they have this little side opening here at the bottom that we can just undo and see. I have been told several times that eggshells really don't decompose, and you can see that looks to be the case. They're sitting there quite undecomposed, but down here I've got some worms down there too. Look at that. There's lots and lots of really good material that's really well decomposed. What I need to do is I need to get all this pretty as empty as possible, because I do want to spread this all over my garden, and I also want to move these bins. We found that they were attracting or even breeding little fruit flies, little tiny midges, and it was so annoying during the summer because they would then come into the house. So I have a different spot I want to put this, well, these two bins we have into to keep them away from the house, like further away from the house. Let me just see how much I can empty, but I'm really liking the look of all this. Look at this. It's looking really good. I mean, it could use a lot longer, but look at that. The worms have been working their way through. It's really exciting. So this is going to be great. And of course, when I spread it all over the garden, it can just rot some more during the winter and get even better. Look, these big humongous sticks. I don't even know how they ended up in here. They weren't going to rot at all. So yeah, it's a little bit, it's good to get it emptied out and I can just start fresh. Some of this stuff does look excellent. Ugh, look, bits of plastic. How horrendous. It's like some children's toys. It must have been left in some of the garden bits. Anyhow, I'll get on with this and we'll just see how it all looks in the end. I'm going to put it all into my wheelbarrow. It's amazing. It's so full of this really well composted garden waste. I've got a whole wheelbarrow full over here. I'm just going to take it and spread it all over the garden and keep emptying this guy out so we can move him to a better spot. So here's the spot I've picked out for my little bin. I brought my bin over here. It's slipped off nicely, nice and empty now. It looks a lot smaller when it's empty. But yeah, I had this beautiful Californian lilac here, and as you can see, it is completely dead. So I thought we'd chop it down. It's right next to my lovely Szechuan pepper tree, just full of lovely ripe berries. Yum yum. And so I thought I'd just put the bin right here. It's a much better spot. It's further away from the house, which will help. And yeah, I'm going to clear this area out and get it situated. So there it is, in the bushes, deep in the bushes. That's a much better spot for it. It's going to be a bit more camouflaged. I'm going to plant lots of little plants around it too to hide it. And I think it's going to be good here. It's nicely away from the house, as far away as you can get really, so that took a lot of work. And I still have lots of amazing compost. It's amazing how well it does rot down and how I can actually eventually not have to buy any more compost, which is actually really expensive these days. So what a great thing. And of course, when you make your own, you know what's inside it. You know all the nutrients you put inside it. So wonderful. Really happy with that. I'm going to go and repot some plants now and use some of my new compost for it too. I've been able to add a big thick layer of this wonderful compost to my raspberry canes. I think they really need it because it does tend to get really quite dry out here during the summer, even though, I mean, we've had so much rain you wouldn't think so, but because the soil here is so poor, it does dry out quickly, and it's also quite windy here too. So I think a really nice thick layer of this beautiful compost is just really going to help keep them happy over winter. And look, there's still lots of beautiful red raspberries for me to pick. Thank you so much for watching. I've really enjoyed getting this gardening job done. It's something I wanted to do for a really long time, and I really hope the compost bin is going to do so well in its new little spot. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.